Evening. Welcome to Let's Talk Sports. Night two of our NFL 2023 draft coverage. Uh, I must say, I was highly disappointed last night on one thing. The NFL draft is a little too long. We were with you guys for 4 hours and 47 minutes. And tonight, we're gonna be with you guys as long as we can. We're gonna go through the second and third rounds this week, tonight, and we're gonna discuss each player like we did yesterday and just continue at this thing and keep grinding it out. But appreciate all you guys that will join us, eventually join us. Appreciate y'all for being here. This is what we do. And this is how we operate during this beautiful time of the year. What's up, Wayne?
Man, rainy Friday, so no better way to spend it than with my brother with the NFL draft, man.
Everybody's talking about Will Levis. Will Levis. Will Levis. Come on.
Well, if you remember our little prospect show, I told anybody that would listen that Will Levis is terrible. I mean it. He's a bust, man. Like I wouldn't even draft Will Levis. He wouldn't be my next quarterback off the board. I would go Hayden Hooker before him, man. He's just this guy didn't beat out Sean Clifford at Penn State. He's a turnover waiting to happen. He turns the ball over and he's cocky, man. Like he really thinks he's better than he is, man. I'm not surprised he ain't going the first round because I wouldn't have took him in the first round. But at the same token, I kind of feel bad for him because every year, NFL Network, ESPN, they look for that guy in the green room to keep showing all night. And there was a grand total of 6 players left in the green room. But you wouldn't know because they made it seem like Will Levis was in there by himself. It's made for TV. But draft, that first round was very long, man, very long. There were some interesting picks. You know, most of the pundits said that most teams only have 15 players with first round grades. That's kind of difficult when you pick at 31. But, you know, a lot of people think the Jets reached for Will McDonald IV. Some people thought the Cowboys reached early for Mozzie Smith. But I think what we got to start to realize about this league, some people definitely thought the Lions reached early for Jahmyr Gibbs. But what we got to learn about these leagues is when teams feel they got a need, they're going to get that need no matter what you, I, or anybody else think about it.
Yeah, I find that interesting that I get how the draft is, and we've been doing this for a couple of years, and I just find it interesting how people, oh well, this team got this player, this team got that player, and at the end of the day, you're trying to fit a player into a system. So, for example, I use the Cowboys. The Cowboys didn't get somebody that we're going to see pop off the screen, getting 9 sacks next year and becoming the next Aaron Donald. The chances of him becoming anywhere close to Aaron Donald as a player is almost slim to none. Not that he's not a good player.
Right.
It's that they play 2 different positions on the defensive tackle, and he's not known as a pass rusher. He's there for one thing and one thing only, is to stop the run. So I find it interesting that you get all these guys with these big names. They go to teams, and they just be a guy. And I'll just say one example of a player that we all loved coming out of college 3 years ago. Everybody just knew Simmons was going to be the man. And it was a point this year where he didn't even start.
I'm guilty of that. You're going to miss. You're going to miss, man. When you go out on the ledge and you make a prediction, but I will tell you this. People will talk more about your misses than your hits, even if you got more hits than misses. We live in the type of world where everybody wants to be haters. Oh, we starting already. Okay, listen. Anthony,
he had his Washington gear on yesterday.
Listen, I love that you here, but if you want me to put on a real player's jersey instead of having Dak on, I want you to take that Sam Howell avatar. I want you to take that Sam Howell avatar down. But see, I love stuff like this. Let me tell you a story, Anthony, and you may appreciate this. I went to my favorite spot on Tuesday night. I won't promote it on here because they ain't sponsors. And I was sitting next to a gentleman, very nice gentleman. We were talking, and I dropped my phone, and I went to try to go get it. And when he picked it up, he was like, "Oh, nah, man, I gotta let you pick up your own phone." He's like, "I ain't see that Dallas Cowboy background on it." I was like, "Oh, you can't help me out?" So he picked it up and laughed. I was like, "Who you a fan of?" He was like, "Them Commanders." So I get it. Again, me and Quentin is on record as saying the Dallas Cowboys' biggest rival is the Washington Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Always been Dallas and Washington. It's the biggest rival. Well, listen, Dak Prescott is the most tenured starting quarterback for one team in the NFL. And he got about a 2-year window left. And if he don't get it done, then you may be right. He may not be the future. But I will tell you this. Yo, okay. Anthony, are you in the DMV area? Or are you like a
Pittsburgh.
NASCAR friend?
He's from Pittsburgh.
He from Pittsburgh? All right. Because it used to be this dude on WPGC with Donnie Simpson, and he used to make Redskins songs every week. And when they played the Cowboys, even though I'm a Cowboy fan, them songs used to be hilarious. His name was Chris Paul, not the basketball player, but Chris Paul, a radio personality. He used to be funny. Called us Bammers and everything. I used to love it.
Oh, no, my bad, Anthony. My bad.
So you know who I'm talking about. Chris Paul used to be on with Donnie Simpson, used to make those songs. I don't know how old you are. Like, I'm older. I'm going to be 49 this year. But my sister lived in the DMV. So I would hear them songs, man, and I would laugh every time, even though I'm a Cowboy fan. Anthony, you good with Emmanuel Forbes, man? You good with that pick last night? And what you want tonight? It's a lot of people at this draft, even on day 2, man.
Okay. You speaking our language now. You still rock old school go-go.
Let me tell you something, man, right? My
As long as you don't
nephew,
be messing with that boat.
listen, my nephew, he grew up in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. He got married back in 2019. And his wife right now, the DJ played music from where she grew up in her area. And when they played that go-go for his area, man, them DMV people at his wedding went nuts, man. I was like, look at these cats.
Dwayne, who was we was just talking about? Oh yeah, the WAP. The dude that really made the WAP beat. He from down there.
Frank Ski. You talking about Frank Ski?
Yeah.
No, Frank Ski made that. It's some holes in that house. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he did the WAP too. You right.
Well, we know why Joey Porter Jr. is dropping. I'm gonna tell you why he's dropping. Because a lot of these teams like playmakers at the position. Joey Porter Jr. reminds me a lot of Trayvon Diggs. He goes and gets the ball, but going to get the ball, being an aggressive corner, gets you burnt. He ain't gonna be. He gonna get picked real quick.
I think he goes right here. I think the Steelers have no choice. I think their fans will riot if they don't take Joey Porter's son here to start the second round. But if it was my pick, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would go with Cam Smith right here. Even though I love Joey Porter, I think Cam Smith is a Mike Tomlin style player, man. But you know what else the Steelers is good for taking? They will take tight ends, man. And there's going to be a run on the tight ends. You still got Michael Mayer there. You got Luke Musgrove there. You got Darnell Washington there. You got Kraft there from South Dakota State. It's funny because Joey Porter Sr. went in the third round. His son are going to go in the second. Let's see who's going to be the one tonight. Shams was wilding last night for those first 3 picks. He came and infiltrated the NFL. Yo, I know they ain't like that.
Hey, Wayne.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, they went crazy for that.
When you think about it, you know, and a lot of people have been saying stuff about the Cowboys, but when you really sit back and think about it, knowing that the Cowboys have not drafted a defensive tackle in the first round in 31 years is kind of crazy. But the Cowboys don't draft, which is interesting. They don't draft quarterbacks in the first round either. They
No.
haven't.
If are you asking me what I would like to see the Cowboys do? At 60, if he's there, I want Zach Charbonnet, the running back from UCLA that used to play for Michigan. And the tight end that I really would like for the Dallas Cowboys, and I think they can get him in the third round, is Tucker Kraft from South Dakota State. You know,
How big is Tucker Kraft?
Huh?
How big is Tucker Kraft?
He's about 6'4". Don't let me guess. Let me go find out. I believe he's about 6'4", 6'5". But let me take a look right now. It's that type of night, people. We gotta be able to look stuff up. I can't remember everything off the top of my dome. 6'5", 6'5", 256.
Mm.
He can block. He can catch. You know how NFL Network be. I mean, not NFL Network. You know how NFL.com will put it on there. They'll put player comp, and they also put prospect grade. They say that Kraft will eventually be an average starter in NFL. and the comp they give him is Pat Firemouth.
Mm.
But man, listen, I don't know why it's 10 minutes for this second round, man.
Are you serious?
I mean, yeah, the first round is 15. Second round is 10. But they say the pick is in. Hey man, like we'll wait for the pick to officially be in, but you know, with the way that Twitter works, you usually get who the pick is before they do. But I'd like to see the Cowboys come out of this draft, this day 2 with either a running back, a guard, or a tight end. I don't mind tight end. I saw a lot of Cowboy people saying they don't want a tight end in the second round. You know, I don't have a problem with it if that's what they feel like they want to do.
Once the tight ends and the guards start going, they're gonna go in bunches like everything else.
Yeah, like think about how those wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Once JSN went at 20, it was boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Okay, the Hall of Famer, Alan Faneca. They had to do it. They had to do it. Joey Porter Jr. They had to do it.
Yeah. I think that's an interesting pick. I mean, I think they need him, but
They need him.
if I'm the Steelers, I gotta show up that line, and maybe they get a guard back in the third round. The Steelers, I don't think need skill positions. I think the Steelers got to get that offensive line together quickly.
Yes.
But it's a good pickup.
Yeah, I'm a big Joey Porter Jr. fan. You know, I wouldn't have been mad at all if the Cowboys took him at 26.
Played in state, family.
Mhm.
Pedigree with the team. It's only right.
Yeah, top of the first round. You may see a run on corners now. Cam Smith's out there. Cardinals, man, you're gonna be hearing that name a lot. Detroit, you're gonna be hearing that name a lot. And they're back to back. So you think about what the Cardinals did on day one with the big trade, got a lot of capital, and they took Paris Johnson in the first round. Um, they said today that
What does
looks like,
Arizona do here?
excuse me, that's what I'm talking about right now. Yes, I like Bryce Young for the Panthers. I like his pedigree.
I think that was a good pick by the Panthers. I like Frank Reich. Frank Reich's he could coach, but you got to
Yeah,
get the quarterback situation
yeah.
settled.
When you got Frank Reich and his quarterback coach, I believe, is Josh McCown. It's going to be surrounded by two pretty good guys. Hey man, the Steelers doing a hell of a job getting a big tackle out of Georgia, leapfrogging the Jets for that, and then you back that up with Joey Porter from Penn State. It's a good draft so far for Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
But we wouldn't expect anything less from that organization.
as they say, that's what they do, right?
Yes.
I think what Arizona's going to continue building. I got a feeling Arizona will probably go guard here, try to continue to protect Kyler Murray, or go back in and get him an end, get the defensive end.
You could see Jalen Hyatt here,
Oh yeah, that'll be the receiver.
wide receiver
That
from
that'll
Tennessee.
that'll allow them to get rid of Hopkins if that's what they really want to
Yeah.
do.
Because I think if you don't see Jalen Hyatt here with the Cardinals, I don't think Detroit's going to be able to pass him up. Um, I just don't. They could go Kylie Ringo, who's a corner that I really enjoy and I really like. Watch your boy as well. The big corner out of the University of Miami, Stevenson.
Hmm.
One of my favorite players left in this draft is Julius Brents. He's a 6'3", 205-pound corner that
Well,
comes up and hits.
Anthony, you didn't join us last night, but I'm about to put your statement up there. Dwayne is not going to tell you enough about how I was gushing over this team.
Oh, man.
And,
Come on,
and,
man.
and,
Come on,
Anthony,
because check it out, Anthony. Think about when they go three wide and they got Lockett, DK Metcalf, and JSN.
Anthony, one thing I'm gonna say
We have
about
a
them,
trade.
and I said it
We
yesterday,
have a trade. They coming up for Levis.
is John Snyder is an awesome GM, and he
They
learned
coming up.
from Ron
They
Wolf,
coming
and
up
he
for
got a
Levis.
bunch of hold on, Wayne, and he got a bunch of assets, and Seattle's gonna use their assets well. Who did they trade with?
Traded with Tennessee.
Mm.
Tennessee got to be coming up for Levis. Cardinals just keep stocking chips. I think this may be Levis.
This trade was in all day, huh? They was working on this all day behind the scenes.
They must have been, man. But Anthony, I appreciate you joining us, man. It's good to see you once again. And so I look forward to communicating with us when them damn Commanders play them Cowboys.
Yeah. You don't hear my phone, do you, Dwayne?
No, I don't. Do you hear my TV?
Uh,
Now I hear it, but it ain't bad. It ain't bad.
I don't want it to hit that algorithm on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. Maybe they go another edge with Keon White. Or they could go Trent Simpson at linebacker. They may just try to show up some
I
defense.
find it interesting what Tennessee's doing. Like I said, they are the team.
Let's see. It's somebody that they loved, obviously, because
They definitely zeroed in on whoever they're doing.
Goodell does the second round. Why do I think he has the second round
Well,
off?
sometimes they'll give it to a player from the team that's picking,
That's right.
a former player.
They traded up for Levis.
He's off the board. No pressure, neither.
No, he
No
can sit
pressure.
there behind Tannehill.
See, a lot of these quarterbacks, in my opinion, Dwayne, they need to learn how to drive the bus first before you just unleash them, thinking they're gonna throw the 3, 4 wide receivers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
As crazy as it may seem, and I know a lot of people thought that he didn't learn nothing his rookie year. I think Trevor Lawrence being coached with that disaster of a coach with Urban Liar was a good thing for him his first year. It was rough. He had to be able to handle it. Now he's got a coach that's unleashing him. Good pickup for Tennessee. Local too, not too far from there. Didn't play too far. I don't. You consider him one of them guys that just is workout, physical beast. So at the end of the day, he might not be battle tested, but
My
never know.
biggest, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but my biggest problem is he couldn't beat out Sean Clifford at Penn State. And he was decent at Kentucky. His first year at Kentucky was better than last year. He had lost a lot of people though. So Detroit went running back, linebacker. I think they may go Cam Smith. I think they may go corner here.
I think they got to continue build on that defense, man.
Or they could go Ringo. I think they could go Smith or
Yeah.
Ringo here. Or do they go with Canoe Benton, a big defensive tackle? Because they lost Brockers.
Dude, where did Brockers go?
I can't remember where he went right now off the top of my head, but I
Yeah, they
know
got rid of him, right?
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Detroit's pick is in already.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stick with ESPN tonight because Lou Riddick in his bag right now. Yeah, man. So it was interesting. You know, Mozzie Smith and all the other players were introduced. I love Bryce Young, man, but I need him to pound that drum in Carolina a little harder than he was. Up there kind of weak on that drum, man. You gotta pound that thing.
He was looking weak, bro.
Yeah, they was like, no, hit it. Oh, wow.
Who'd they get?
Sam Laporta.
What?
Sam Laporta. He went before Mayer.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, he went before Mayer. He went before Washington. He went before a lot of people. And he's the one, and I apologize for anybody that saw me. He's the one that just destroyed me last night when there was rumors that the Cowboys was going to take him in the first round.
Dan Campbell, Dan and the GM up there will get criticized for these picks because a couple of them looks like appear reaches that Laporta went before Mayer, which is interesting. But when as close as Iowa is to Michigan, they saw him a lot, and it goes back to what I always say, that Kurt Ferentz, man. Kurt Ferentz may not win nothing in Iowa, but a lot of his players get drafted.
Yeah,
because
it's really interesting to me. The Cardinals, they got the 41st, they got the 72nd, and they got a 2003 2024 third rounder. They
For
must
that.
don't have people high on their boards. They dropping down because they getting more picks. You know, later in the second, third. Yeah, man.
New GM, new head coach, probably whole new philosophy. Probably trying to get their roster together. Their roster don't have much talent.
Yeah. That's good. So Levis is gone. Porter
You
Jr.
still
was
never
gone.
know. Buda Baker might get traded during the day too. You
Ooh.
know he's been asking for a trade.
The Raiders have traded up. It's going to be a lot of wheeling and dealing.
Will they get a tight end?
They may.
Waller's not dead yet. They might get a tight end.
This may be the run on tight ends.
Anthony, you think they drafted best scheme and not best player? Well, I do.
I agree.
I do think this is
I
the
think a lot
draft
of
for that.
teams did that. Yeah.
This is the draft where you got to fit player into your scheme because if you notice, not a lot of coaches got fired last year, so it is a lot of stability. But what you'll see, to me, what you're saying in this draft, and me and Dwayne talked about it earlier, is guys are drafting. This is a draft where you fill your roster up. You can't always have, in Dwayne's words, you can't always have that Maserati and that Bentley.
Can't have
Sometimes
that Ferrari
you
in
need a guy
that
that's going to
spot.
just drive that Toyota every day to work in the Camry, and it's more reliable. It ain't fancy. This is
Fact.
going to punch you in the mouth. So this guy, technically, for Detroit, is a good pick because me and Dwayne will tell you we're real high on Detroit's line. So this
But
basically is their sixth line.
and if anybody knows a tight end, it's Dan Campbell.
I can see them getting Mayer. Mayer could remind Josh McDaniels of Gronk.
The Raiders may have come up for Mayor.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a run on them tight ends now. They may come up for Mayor because he's out there. It may be a run on tight ends, but I don't want the Cowboys to reach for a tight end in the second round because I'm telling you, there's some value tight ends that they can get in the third round. You can get Schoolmaker from Michigan. Like, there's a lot of tight ends out there.
Well, this draft is flying, brother. They Detroit's. I mean, what you call pick is in already.
Their pick is in.
Indianapolis pick is in. They gonna announce in a second.
You could tell me if you know who it is.
No, I can't. But it's funny is I had to jump on you earlier. I ain't got to jump on you today.
David Moore is reporting that the Cowboy Raw Room was not happy with Laporta going. Greatest tape.
Van Ness, right?
They took Michael Mayer. It's a run on tight ends. That tight end run is coming now. We may be forced to take a tight end this round. You replace Darren Waller with him.
That's a good pick. He reminds him of Gronk. He blocked first. Yeah, Anthony, you're right. Rams do need a lot. Rams need a whole new team. But this is the one thing about it, and me and Dwayne have been very critical of Sean McVay, is I'm glad that Sean McVay stayed because if he'd have jumped ship, it would have really made him look bad. Like he helped he helped destroy that team with trading their assets. And then for him to leave that quick after they win, it just looks a little bougie if you ask me. So I think that was good on that part that he stayed.
All right. So it's your run on tight ends. Rams. The Rams, do they would they consider going Hendon Hooker
The Rams?
as a replacement to Stafford? Stafford ain't
Yeah, I
gonna be
think they'll
around.
take a chance on him. They do a lot of one thing about the Rams. Even though they throw the ball downfield, they do a lot of run action.
Mm-hmm.
So they need an athletic quarterback that can at least draw the teams in. So this wouldn't be bad. This will see. McVay. One thing about them offensive coaches, Dwayne, they always want to draft their quarterback. Their
Mm-hmm.
quarterback is like their prize. So I could see that happening.
But what else do they need? They need everything, right?
Yeah.
Kind of need everything. I just saw who they drafted. I knew he wouldn't make it to 58, but I didn't think he would go this high. Wow. Wow.
Who they draft?
You don't mind me telling you?
No.
Stephen Avila,
Oh.
the guard from TCU.
Oh. Hell of a pickup, guy. Real good at the point of attack. Somebody who I've been looking at a lot. Anthony, you think Hooker was going to go to the Vikings? Interesting. The Vikings may still have a shot at getting Hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Hooker's a interesting quarterback because of the injury and because of his age. Steve Avila, whose father is the chef, the known chef. That's a good pickup for the Rams. I mean, honestly, they haven't been right since Roger Stafford left, even though they won the Super Bowl a year after Stafford left. But they haven't been right, and you gotta protect them assets in the quarterback position. Wow, ESPN just put up two defensive starters from their Super Bowl year.
Mm.
It's funny that Mel Kiper had him as number two. I mean, John Michael Smith still's running around there, Dwayne. I know we zeroed in on him and probably Osiris Torrance.
Yeah, I like Joe Tipman too. And I also
and,
like,
and our boy Bergeron, right?
yeah, I like Berger because I think you can move him inside. Seattle, man, they nailed day one. So, that's your boy. You speak highly of him all the time.
Yeah, John Snyder's going to do it, man. I mean, that one thing about them, he's going to draft best available player. I could definitely see them going to get a what's the defensive tackle, Dwayne, that's still out there? The defender. I can't remember
I
offhand.
think the best defensive tackle left is the Benton kid from Wisconsin. I like him. I like Cam Smith a lot as well. They took Steve Avila. Seattle ain't no telling what they could do. They could be the one.
Assets. Assets. Seattle might mess around. I know people may think it's crazy. Seattle mess around, trade this pick, and go get a running back. Seattle's got a lot. They drafted six starters last year on the draft. They got six starters out of last year's draft. With them getting the receiver, it allows them so much flexibility, and they're going to put all the tools around Gino to succeed. I can see them. I can see them getting the quarterback and sitting him. So it's going to be interesting.
So do you? I'm asking you. Do you just stick to your board, or do you feel compelled to reach for a tight end?
Nah, I stick to my board. Um, I,
Seattle may go edge here. They may go Ojolari from LSU. They may go edge here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Pac-10 kid. Pete got history in the Pac-10. I can see it.
I like Ojolari. He can get after it. Played in the SEC. He can get after
Villa's a good player for the Rams. He can play center and both guards, man.
it.
And that player flexibility is everything. That's why I'm surprised that the kid from Minnesota is still lurking. I know you have a history with the Minnesota
You
coach.
mean John Michael Schmitz?
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams only see him as a center. So I think that's why. I think he could slide and play the guard.
And that's what they're gonna do with Bergeron. Bergeron is not a tackle.
No, he's a
You
guard.
put him at guard, he could be a problem. You put him at guard.
Oh. They took an edge.
Nice pickup.
They took an edge.
Nice pickup. Nice
I
pickup.
think White from Georgia Tech's a little bit better. I like Alari better. I need to know why Brian Branch has not been picked up yet.
Nice pickup.
You got two linebackers out there that ain't been picked up yet either. You got Simpsons and Sanders. Two pretty decent linebackers.
He's a small edge, but he's a nice pickup.
Can you imagine this though? And I don't think it's going to happen. It's a long way from happening. Could you imagine Darnell Washington lining up next to Tyler Smith on the left side and Tyron Smith on the right side?
I can't imagine him lining up next to Steele, knowing how Steele's a run grader. That whole right side will cave you in.
He ain't going to make it to 58, though. There's no way. That's 20 picks away. You got some of these Cowboy reporters talking about they devastated about Steve Avila. He was never going to make it to 58. He was never going to make it there.
He got drafted right where his projection was at. If the Cowboys would have took him at 26, most would have said it was a reach.
Who was just damn. Falcons traded for the pick and the pick is in already. You know who that is? They're going to put Jalen Hyatt on the other side of Drake London. You know them. Or they may go DT because, well, no, Calais is down there. Oh, no. They took somebody I wanted at 58.
Who they take?
Somebody you mentioned a few minutes ago that you said he ain't a tackle, he going to be a guard.
Bergeron? Syracuse right tackle, fellas. And I'm going on record right now saying that he has the potential to be a Pro Bowl guard. He has the potential to be the Pro Bowl guard, man.
Damn. The way that people is handling their business, we may have to trade up, bro.
Well, I say one thing. It's a lot of trades going on right now.
We may have to get a part of it. We may have to trade up. Staying there at 58 is tough right now, man. Because you're going to get a run on these interior linemen.
I'll tell you one thing, and I know this may mess your head up a lot. Yeah, they do, Anthony. They're going to set up everything for BJ. You got to remember, they're going to get 5 to 7 years out of BJ Robinson.
John Abraham.
B. John Robinson. So they're gonna do everything they can possible to set him up for failure. And remember, Arthur Smith is a coach that loves to run the football. Dwayne, I'm gonna ask you a question. You think they'll go? Do you think the Cowboys will draft the linebacker? BJ Ojolari?
The edge?
You think they'll do it?
I mean, they could, but with these run on interior linemen, they may not be able to wait, bro.
Look at Bergeron is the funniest thing. Knowing we used to watch his father every day on TV,
Mm.
but he's the goods in my opinion, man. He's gonna be if you're smart and you make him a guard,
Oh, they already listed him as a guard. That's what they drafted him for.
he could be very interesting.
Mm. Wow, they only. I don't know what Ballard's been doing lately. They were able to move up from 44 to 38 and only gave up 110.
To the Colts,
Carolina is up. They lost DJ Moore. Do they get Jalen Hyatt to go with Bryce Young?
yeah, I could definitely see that. You gotta get a guy. You gotta get a running back. I mean, a receiver. You gotta get these young quarterbacks some help. We want linemen, but their lines are good. Carolina got good offense and defensive line.
Yeah, I think you got to go Jalen Hyatt here, but I think they may do something that's going to make Cowboy reporters and these Cowboy. I know people like Vach and Foots about to be very angry with Carolina's pick.
So what you think, Anthony? What you think they're gonna do?
The pick is in. They don't say it on TV, but it is in on Twitter. It's going to make some of these Cowboy followers very angry. James Slater, all of them, they're about to go crazy. The kid they got is a player too, man. He's a player.
Who they get?
What happened? Ooh.
Who they get?
Mingo, the wide receiver from Ole Miss.
Good quality pick for them, yo.
Yeah, he's a sleeper. All right. We at what? When you want me to tell you who I want? Can I give you how many
Yeah.
players?
Give
How
me
many?
5 guys, Dwayne.
5 guys. Okay. From Dallas. I don't agree with the pundits on this. I'm looking Osiris Torrance, Cody Mock, Joe Tipman, all who I believe could play guard. I like Washington. I like Tucker Kraft as tight ends. And for some reason, Jalen Hyatt's falling. So I like him out of receivers. I also like Jaden Reed, but I think he's a
And this is the round. A lot of people don't know this is the round where the Cowboys
we take now the one thing about the Cowboys, they take gambles with their second round
the
pick.
second round pick is the round.
So it could be something crazy because they take gambles. Another name to look out for the Cowboys tonight, Cedric Tillman, another wide receiver. A.T. Perry, he's out there. I'm surprised the D tackle from Northwestern is still out there. Tyler Steen from Alabama. He's another one that you could move inside. Jonathan Stewart.
And you want Washington to draft Kraft next round? If he gets there.
Yeah, Kraft special, man. Tucker Kraft's a good tight end.
Hey, Anthony, Dwayne asked a question yesterday. You wasn't with us, but what do you think about Washington not giving Chase Young that 5th-year option? Do you think that was a smart move? Dwayne explained how he's never on the field. He ain't been healthy, so they don't even know who Chase Young is right now. He's basically surviving off potential. What's your thoughts on it?
I like Mingo, man.
It's a proven deal, but I don't know. They won't sign Sweat and Chase together. Yeah,
True.
it's interesting. Yeah, because the two tackles is signed and delivered. Both got big money. So you're right. Now we're gonna see if he can outperform Sweat. Sweat's gonna be there. Sweat's gonna be there. One thing about Sweat is Sweat always lines up most of the time over that tight end, man. And I think when you can get a pass rusher that lines up over that tight end, knowing he's gonna get chipped a lot, it proves their worth. So it's gonna be interesting.
I'll be interested to see what the Saints do here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we Cowboy fans, so you may see us going back and forth with the Cowboys. I think you go tight end. I think you go interior lineman. Um, you know, but also you got to really consider best available. Brian Branch is falling. I'm kind of surprised by that. Keely Ringo is still out there. Um, they could be the ones that go Darnell Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Hyatt's there. Cedric Tillman is there. You got Josh Downs there. You got Hall from SMU. I'm sorry,
Well,
Hall from Houston.
Anthony, that was the thing. The Cowboys, the Cowboys sends a lot of smoke screens out there, man. They don't. They. I'm telling you one thing we learned about following the Cowboys, Anthony. Nobody knows what they're gonna do.
A lot of tight ends in this draft, though. You could still get you a decent tight end in the 3rd round, like a Luke Schoonemaker from Michigan.
Well, Adam Schefter reported something interesting. Tweeted 8 minutes ago. He said now that Seattle had used the 37 overall pick in round 2, the Russell trade is complete.
Mm.
Broncos get Russell Wilson. Seattle get Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, Charles Cross, Boyd Maffey, Tyreek Smith, Devon Witherspoon, and Derek Hall.
Oh, Saints took a edge rusher. Foskey from Notre Dame. It's kind of high for him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Ojolari's better. I think the kid from not Northwestern.
Hmm.
He's a big kid though, man. Now that they're in the 40s, would you consider moving up if it's somebody there that you like?
Yeah.
Because you won't have to give up that much if you move up now.
Mm-mm.
So I think if there's somebody that you feel they went defensive tackle, defensive end, I could see the Cardinals going Brian Branch, especially since Buda Baker wants out.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would consider coming up now, man. Did you see that last picture I sent you
No.
with two of it was a while ago, about an hour ago, with two of
Well,
our
the Packers, yeah, the Packers do need a tight end, Anthony.
Packers need a wide out too.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals could go DB, man. You
Yeah,
got a
I don't
person.
know. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing.
Yo, it's a play out there that I really like, though, man. And I'm gonna say his name again. It's probably the fourth time I said it tonight. I like Ojolari, man. I like the edge rusher from LSU. Kind of surprised he's still out there. Drew Sanders is a good linebacker, man. Trent Simpson's a good linebacker. Only thing with Ojolari is he a defensive end or is he a linebacker?
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to be the thing about him. So you got Green Bay and the Jets coming back and forth. I'm the Jets. I think the Jets got to go O line, man. I really do. Um,
Is it a tackle out there for the Jets though? Or will they go guard? They gotta go tackle, right?
yeah, I would think they got to get a line, man, to protect protect Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, why are the Cardinals doing all this trading?
Pick is in. I'm curious. Here go Aeneas Wilson with his nonsense.
Yeah, Branch could play both, Anthony. He could play safety and corner, but he's primarily a corner. But he might be getting looked at as a safety. That's why he's slipping.
There he goes. There he goes.
Branch,
BJ Ojolari.
good pick. That's a good pick by the Cardinals. And for Dwayne and myself, we love the Cardinals linebackers, Zay Collins, Simmons, and PJ Ojolari. They got three hell of a linebackers there. So they should be interested. And they get some stout guys up front with the retirement
Well,
of TJ Watt.
Anthony, you may be right, Anthony. I think the 49. I think the Packers may go tight end. So you got Darnell Wilson, Washington out there. Who else at tight end? Kraft is out there. You still got Musgrove out there. If we're thinking tight ends. Yeah, that's about it right now. I know Musgrove is another one that the Cowboys was looking at. You're getting a run on these tight ends right now. Picks in for them already. The Jets are on the clock. Yep, they took a tight end.
Who'd they get?
Took Musgrove.
Good pick. Good pick for them.
Musgrave. I'm sorry. I said Musgrove.
That's a good pick for them.
The Jets are up, man. I think they got to take offensive line, man. They could take center. This could be where John Michael Smith's.
Yeah, Arizona's definitely rebuilding. This is what you got to do. Hold on, wait. Fact. Hold up. Put a little.
You know, music's playing, right? They said the Jets are making calls trying to trade this pick.
They picked already. His pick is in.
Oh. Damn it. They took somebody I was hoping was going to make it to 58, bro. See, 58 is tough. When you
The Jets?
Yeah, when you 27th in the round, man, it's tough. So many good players come off the board, but they took an offensive lineman. They took an offensive lineman that I would have loved for the Cowboys. Man. Damn, I wanted him, bro. He's
Who,
one I
Musgrave?
told you about.
Is
I
that
can't
Bill
hear you
Musgrave's son?
can't hear you because of the music. What'd you say?
Is that Bill Musgrave's son?
I'm not sure, but the Jets just took the lineman from Wisconsin, Tipman.
It's a good pickup for them. They needed it. That was a need.
Yeah, but I wanted him to drop down because he could
They
play.
gonna put him. Are they gonna put him at center now?
He could play center or guard. He could play center or guard.
Hey, look where he coming from. Just Nick Mangold, Travis Frederick. Be honest, that's just what they do, Wayne.
Coach, do you get Richardson a wide receiver?
Yeah. Hyatt.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still out there.
Use his bathroom. Colts ain't make their pick yet?
They did, and as you know, it's a player that I absolutely adore. He was one of the sleepers that I gave you that night.
Just lineman.
The big corner.
K-State?
The big corner. The big corner. He is going to be a stud.
Wow.
I love Julius Brent. I love him.
That was a good pick.
All right, so three of my offensive line targets still there. Osiris, Cody Mach, and put that picture up that threw me off. Osiris, Cody Mach, and John Michael Schmitz are still out there. Washington and Kraft is still out there, tight end. If you're thinking wide receivers, Josh Downs is still out there. Jalen Hyatt is still out there. Tyler Scott's still out there. Lions have moved up. They traded with the Packers.
They traded with the Packers.
They coming up for a lineman. Telling you, they may be coming up for Cody Mach. All right, Anthony, you definitely got to be with us in 2 picks, brother. If you still with us.
Yeah, he is.
2 picks is your Commanders. And what you said you want a tight end? Would you go with you would go with Kraft over Darnell Washington? Oh man, what a pick by the Lions!
Oh,
what a pick by the Lions!
who did pick?
Brian Branch. They'll put him next to Gardner Johnson.
Hey, listen, in the words of our brother Craig, they're going to be physical with it, huh?
Man. New England's a wild card. They can go anywhere. They went Christian Gonzalez yesterday. They could go linebacker. I could see Drew Sanders being a Patriot. I think he fits them.
One thing I think about the Patriots, they drafted, they moved back and still got a good corner, probably the best corner in the draft. The Patriots, people usually always follow them, what they do. But this year, the Patriots is playing a lot of things close to the vest. They quiet.
See, I think you can get Schoonmaker in the 3rd round. I think
according to Albert Beer, the Patriots is about to take Keon White.
He's a good edge rusher.
And they saying the reason why some of the Will Levis thing was what you told me earlier in that toe.
Mm. So Washington is really on the clock because TV is behind.
Yeah. TV is almost behind 2 picks now.
You know that be happening.
Yeah.
Brian Branch.
Or what you call his former coach.
Oh, he was there. He stayed.
Who?
Brian Branch.
Joe
look happy at all.
Joe Tipman's former coach was what you call it, Jason Fabini of the Jets.
Oh wow, he don't look happy at all. I know you win the second round, but be happy, kid.
Oh, he stayed in the green room.
Yeah. Yo, Vouch was like, he's still in the building. I would have went home like Will Levis did.
Yeah, Branch seemed to be a little upset here. Seems to be a little perturbed. But at the end of the day, man, you
I'll tell you something. Drew Sanders would not be a bad pick for the Cowboys at linebacker.
They will do it.
He would not be a bad pick, bro.
Everybody think that they'll go offense. They don't play. They will go defense.
He would not be a bad pick.
They will just say, we're going to have the best defense in the league. You got to try to score on us. They have no problem trying it.
Can you hear that?
There's music on.
Yeah, that's your music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't hear what I got on.
No.
Good.
It's in the system. I didn't want us to have no moments where it just be
no, that's fine. That's
total
fine.
silence with me and you just both looking at the TVs and stuff.
Hey, man, it's not a bad draft by the Lions right now.
Mm-mm.
So that don't mean nothing, kids. Come on, man.
Been a trade. Bucks on the clock.
They traded up to move one up on Washington.
These teams are giving up those 5th and 6th round picks to move up, Dwayne. I don't get it. Keon White for the Patriots was a good pickup.
Oh man, a couple of people I wanted that came off the board, man. I wanted Tipman bad.
They better be careful. Dallas better be careful. Somebody don't jump them and get Darnell Washington thinking that that's who Dallas was. But I got a feeling Dallas is zeroing in on Darnell Washington, Dwayne. I like that Patriots pick. I really do. According to Albert Beard, man, the Bucks is taking Cody Mock.
Cody Mock? Damn. Kind of knew he wasn't going to. I wanted him to fall, but. That hurts. Cody Mock leaving hurts, man. We limited with our guards, man.
Cyrus Torres is slipping.
Yeah. The Cowboy boys said he's soft.
They say he's soft.
Vouch is still Vouch said he's soft. Still said he's not that he's soft. He's lazy. Oh, Washington didn't trade their pick. Who did Washington draft? Ooh. That's a reach.
What happened?
That's a reach for the Commanders. Yo, he is way early there.
Who'd they pick?
They picked a safety from Illinois. That's early for him.
With the 47th pick?
Wow.
And what you think? The Commanders made the pick. What do you think, Anthony? Who'd they pick up? The Illinois guy?
Yeah. Yo, TV is way behind. Steelers took another guy that I liked at 49.
And Steelers picked already?
Albert Bridge jumping everybody.
You heard the Lions got gives they might have to trade Swift. Yeah, that's the rumors that they're gonna trade Swift, Anthony. Anthony, you funny as hell, yo. I don't know Martin.
From Illinois, man. He a safety, but I thought that was early for him. Yeah, they took Cody Mounts. Shit.
I can't believe what you call is slipping in this draft like this high, yo. Would you draft him in second 56, Dwayne, if he's there? He worked out for us. It was a 30 visit.
Ooh.
Hi.
You mean at 58? I'll run the card up for Jalen Hyatt.
Anthony, you said you don't know Martin. Gotta look into him now, man. That was a reach according to Dwayne. Probably could have got him in the 4th or 5th round.
No. You would have got him in the 3rd.
Why would Tampa Bay just flip-flop with Green Bay to go get Cody Mott?
Ooh, yes. My boy getting drafted. I'm happy about that, man.
Boom.
Something must be wrong with Jalen Hyatt because the Packers took a wide receiver, but they taking Jaden Reed.
Wow.
Yo, Kaylee Ringo has not been drafted yet.
Steelers go with the guard here, I think, man.
No, Bria already said they picked. You told me.
I'm the Steelers.
Yeah, they're like 3 picks behind on TV. The Steelers, I told you, took the defensive tackle from Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Mingo said that he's happy to play with Bryce Young. He lost to him 3 years in a row.
He good. That big boy good.
Benton, right?
Yeah, he good, man.
Yeah. Violent hands they talking about. Yes, he'll be coming in battle Cam Hayward, man. Cam Hayward getting older now.
All right, so we at 51, man, with Miami, and this is Miami's first pick.
But Neville Gallimore has soured me on.
All right, man, we got to start thinking about us now, man.
Yeah.
You got Washington, you got Croft, you got Osiris, you got Smith.
Ooh. Packers got Jaden Reed.
Yeah, I told you that. I love that cat. He started at Western Michigan and then went to Michigan State. Good pick by the Dolphins.
Big year.
Cam Smith, the corner from South Carolina.
Take over for Byron. Well,
Man, Seattle is back on the top. It's sickening.
John Schneider's pissing Dwayne off right now.
How they back on the clock? Man, Jalen Hyatt could go to the Giants.
Stop it.
He could.
Wow. Seattle got UCLA running back.
Bridge just messed up. I bet you he deleted. Because Bridge just said that the Dolphins took Zach Charbonnet. But they didn't. They took Cam Smith.
Is that high for the running back to be taken from
No,
UCLA?
no. You good, man.
It's getting down, Wayne. Wayne. Cyrus Torrance. Robert Salo said Chipman and Conor McGovern gonna have an open competition. Oh, I didn't even realize Charbonnet was the same kid from Michigan.
He said he got the order mixed up. He apologized to everybody.
We had Elba Beer.
Yeah. Chicago. What's Chicago going to do? Could Chicago go Jalen Hyatt?
When we were talking offensive line, I think we all in agreement, right? That we want to go O-line. So now we look at the line. So we need to watch Chicago.
You know, Voorhees just hanging around. I'm Mike's too low. Oh, where? I got you.
They went.
Who did Chicago get? Did you see it yet?
That's Chicago.
We keep
We see the Bears going to get Darnell Washington, Dwayne? The Bears are taking Gervon Dexter from Florida, defensive tackle.
There?
According to Albert Breer.
Let's make this
I mean, I take Torrance, even though some people online are saying they don't want him. I take Torrance. I would either take Torrance, John Michael Schmitz, but to be honest with you, if Darnell Washington's there, I gotta take him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If those three players are there, Dwayne, I might want to trade a pick and move up and double dip right here and try to get two of them three. Try to get a center guard and Darnell, yo. Like
it would cost you too much to come and get 2 second-round picks. Whoa, shit. The Chiefs traded up. Probably for Hyatt.
Here we go. November 15th. Hyatt scores 2 touchdowns and everybody says, how did they get them?
The Lions traded picks 54 and 194 to the Chiefs for 63, 122, and 249. Listen, I want Darnell Washington, man. Jeez, I want him. I'm telling you, you put him at tight end, bro, the way he blocks and the way he catches the ball,
he's more like box.
we getting close, bro. I need you in here. Who do you want? Who do you want, bro?
I want Darnell. If Darnell's not there, fuck it, I'll take Hyatt. If Hyatt is not there and Darnell's both gone, then I'll go with the guard. I'll take the guard center. I'll take Torrance. And the only reason why is because he's a guard. I mean, the other kid can play both, but I need a guard to be able to pull.
He can pull though.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need him to be able to pull. Because when you get him and Tyler,
and he also backs you up. If you take John Michael Smith and you can't re-sign
Biadish,
he moves right to center.
Yeah. The Chargers select Tui Pelopa from USC, linebacker. Thank you, Chargers. Thank you, Kellen Moore and Staley.
Somebody said Dan Quinn's on the phone in the war room.
He just went to it. He is. He just put him on. He just gave the phone to Mike McCarthy.
That means they go on defense. That's Drew Sanders then. They go on Drew Sanders, the linebacker.
Dan is actually standing in between Jerry and Steven. And he's talking to Will McClay.
They got to go Drew Sanders then. I don't want defense though, man. If Darnell Washington is there, I gotta go Darnell Washington. Unless Jacksonville took Darnell Washington. That means we either take a Simpson or Sanders if Quinn is on the phone.
They just said it might be Henley.
Who?
Henley.
Who? Oh, from Washington State. He's decent.
He was one of their visits.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take him.
That's too high.
Well, it's not too high. People got him mocked there.
Don't get me wrong, Dwayne. I mean, you always adding the strength with defense, but I want an offensive player right here. Being honest.
The Bears then came up to 56.
Brian Brodus just said the same thing we said. What did the Cowboys do in the second round? He said he got a feeling it's going to be an offensive player here.
Yeah, but DC in the draft room. I mean, DQ in the war room. I do not want that linebacker from Washington State. I would rather have Sanders.
This is interesting, yo. Jacksonville traded out of 56. Chicago's back on the clock.
Some people saying it may be Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, that's what Brodus just said that. He said he got a gut feeling. He ain't basing it off of nothing.
Make sure the viewers all right, so we like oh, okay, commercial on the thing. Yeah, commercial on the key selection is it. Okay. All right, perfect.
The Bears are taking Tariq Stevenson from Miami, cornerback. Chiefs picked Rashid Wright. Okay. Giants did us.
What?
The Giants did us because the Bears took Jacksonville's pick, and they picked up the cornerback from Miami. So the Giants did us. Oh boy. Let's see in the war room, yo. Steve is on the phone.
Yeah, but is DQ still in the war room?
DQ left the room.
DQ left the room? I hope it's Darnell Washington, man.
Jerry Jr. is sitting there talking to
Fuck.
McCarthy.
Fuck.
What happened?
The Giants took John Michael Smits. Fuck.
Hell of a pick for them.
No, it is, but I wanted them for us.
Damn.
Oh, shit. The big dude from Northwestern is still available. The African kid.
Lineman. Cowboys War Room is happy.
All right, but who's in there?
He's not in there. They fist bumping. McCarthy's up. Everybody's shaking hands, giving each other dap.
Yeah, but it's
I tell you, Wayne. The only offensive coach that I can see in there is McCarthy. Will McClay's on the phone.
is Luda in there?
Linda Wells is in the building.
He's in there? That's Darnell Washington.
He don't got his hat on either. That's how I know he was. What you call's in there too? Deuce Hall's father's in there.
Q? Put that picture up, brother, as soon as that picture's made.
Jerry's on the phone. McCarthy's on the phone.
It's not Washington.
Right?
Not Washington.
Is it high?
It's a tight end.
Ooh.
We went to Michigan 2 picks in a row. Luke Schoonmaker.
Harbaugh's our pipeline. He's our pipeline. Yo, McCarthy is happy as hell, yo.
I love Schoonmaker. They're going to kill the pick.
Linda Wells is on the phone. Hut.
The newest Dallas Cowboy is the Michigan tight end Luke Schoonmaker, 6'5", 250.
Schoon can play, bro.
Team all Big Ten tight end. Only 4 of his 52 receptions the last 2 seasons. Guess what?
The Eagles is Philadelphia Bulldogs. The Cowboys is the Dallas Wolverines.
This half of you, I cannot justify. This half is
They said they might get turned in the third, the way making a trifecta, huh?
Luke Schoonmaker comes off the board before Tucker Craft and Darnell Marshall. I don't. Everybody's been all over the place. You got hit everybody. Let's talk about the play.
Shoot, Brian Broder said everything positive about him. He's saying everything. He could do it all.
He
Flex,
do it all.
inline, block, point of attack.
You know I'm loving this draft. You know. He can block his ass off.
So he's a better blocker than Ferg.
Okay, and Escobar just kind of lived as a tight end. Yeah, I'm broke. I can't see people jumping to Ferguson as tight end. Yeah. So it's
Yes, go blue. My boy from Michigan was like,
because you know who he is. The same dude that came from the same damn school. He's a little bit better blocker. Sean McEwen. Like he's a tight end wing guy with the upside to be a tight end too, but maybe he was a guy that he definitely he athleticism. I'll pull up some cool shot. But why Schoonmaker over Craft? That's I think Dale said Dale I think, and I'm not saying that's right. I'm saying that that's what. And I also think if they were open on Dolphins' head, do you think this is the Cowboys trying to make the offense more physical and more trust the receiving upside of the young?
He could catch.
He's not a bad. They didn't. No, he's not. Throw the ball. He's not a bad receiver, but when you see his receiving upside higher than that on first, I don't either. And I like how he can move and whatnot, but I think I actually covered it. Yeah, we also spoke about that. Yeah.
And look, honestly, like if you watch Michigan film, like he's blocking.
Turn down a little bit, Wayne. I just heard his name. I just heard him, his voice. What'd they say?
They say he's a blocker, not just a blocker. He can catch.
Yeah, he's going to be expecting you to call him about that. Another Michigan guy.
One thing about the Cowboys, Q, they dropped their 30 visits.
Yeah. It's telltale. 30 visits and Power 5 conferences, bro.
Can you tell me his spelling again? SCHOONMAKER?
Huh?
Is that how you spell it?
Schoolmacher?
SCHOONMAKER?
Yeah, two O's.
So SCH,
You would really pronounce it Schoonmacher.
Schoolmaker, trust me. SCHOO, right?
And
Oh, shit. The Bills took Osiris Torrance.
they have no defense, though. You got Kincaid and him. They just say the hell with defense, yo. Brian Broadus is saying something really interesting. He said Michigan runs the football with an attitude.
They do.
He said, and they run behind Schoolmacher.
They do. You know Mozzie gonna go crazy. You know who else going crazy? Kim Harbaugh.
Or him next to Steele on that right side. Maulers.
Oh man, my boy just went.
DJ Turner.
Been a good drive for the Wolverines. And what you think, Q?
Love it. Part of your line, man. You lost
You can
Schultz.
block.
Schultz was a good security blanket, but Schultz wasn't a good blocker,
He gonna
unfortunately.
take that number too. And you know what the Cowboy fans gonna be doing? Just like Michigan fans did.
Mm-hmm.
And they were pumped up about it.
You know how I feel, man. I feel like you win the games in the trenches, man. He helps us at the point of attack. We have a problem, Dwayne, that you always say for the last 5 years that a lot of people don't talk about. When we get inside the 10, we don't have good plays inside the 10. And one thing a good tight end could do is go 5 yards and turn around. I like the pick.
I like the pick.
What number we pick next, Wayne?
90.
Third round?
Yeah, you want to go out and come back?
How you know, yo? How do
We
you
pick
know?
90.
90?
We pick 90.
Damn. Why it seem like it's so long, yo? The Dallas Wolverines. Adam Schefter just put that too. School. That's what we gonna be saying, Wayne. School.
Yep.
They don't got a big deal. They're just covering those offenses around
Did they do the secret audio yet?
No, I didn't see it. Somebody did it, just ain't pop up yet.
Oh man, Juice Shrugs just went. I was hoping he came to us in the third round. Fuck. He was the guard I thought we could get at 90. I don't know, man. Could this have fallen any better for me?
No.
They saying that Darnell Washington is a medical red flag. That's why he's falling.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
What?
Not only is Hyatt available, Cedric Tillman's still out there.
We can get one of them in the third, but I want to go guard.
DeJuan Jones. Round 3. Go put me some coffee on.
Okay, go ahead, bro. You want to dip out and come back, or you want to stay on?
Stay on.
All right, talk to me, people. No, I'm bugging.
Everybody
too been thinking about James Bryant. I think
Wayne. Wayne.
That they have a little history with
Schoolmacher
selecting guys, and
Okay.
yes, it feels so great, and it's, yeah, I'm speechless right now.
Well, heck yeah, Luke. I mean, welcome to Dallas. We're happy to have you, and you get to stick around with your teammate Mozzie Smith. But you mentioned the room. Do you have any thoughts on your fellow teammates, Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot, also Big Ten guys?
That's it. They Cowboys love Big Ten tight ends. It's not a bad deal at all. And my good friend Sean McEwen also.
Yeah.
Being able to get back on the same squad as him again, I'm through the roof. I'm through the roof.
Yeah, Luke, what do you think you bring to that room? Like, such a versatile room right now. What do you think you bring to this tight end room in Dallas?
Yeah, I think, a guy that you can really, another versatile guy, a guy that you can put anywhere on the field. Put me in line, put me in the slot, and
Who is that? That's
Schoolmacher.
I'm going to do what's asked of me and do it to the best of my ability.
All right, so if you were lined up in the backfield in practice,
Now, you know, third round going to go fast.
That was Schoolmacher talking to Aisha, Bobby Belt, Kyle Yumas, and Brian Brodus.
I'm going to send you his highlights real quick. I'm telling you, Q, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't watch football, bro. We say this all the time. They don't watch football. They watch film.
What are you saying about him?
They talk about he's a reach. They were going tight end, bro.
He's the second complete tight end after Mayer.
Bro, he was coached by Jim Harbaugh and Luna Wells, man. I mean, he was coached by Jim Harbaugh.
he won 3 Iowa, Michigan.
I like the pick, man, because I know what he could do. And according to you, that war room was fired up.
The War Room was happy with both picks. I really like. And listen, Dwayne, them getting Marvin Mims is interesting, bro. They talking about not trading Judy, but you go get Mims.
Eagles got back-to-back picks. What they gonna do?
Eagles gonna get depth, man. They might go, Dwayne. They might go safety here. They might take the waiver on Darnell Washington, Dwayne.
Mhm.
Keep that Georgia thing rolling.
It's interesting now. The Eagles is on the clock.
Shoot, ESPN is still saying that the Eagles draft needs defensive tackle. That's telling you something.
Just a little bit of Cowboys talk. What do you think?
Bobby Belt. You heard what he said?
Yeah, that was his guy. That's who he wanted.
He said he's a great pick here, projectable difference maker who can move people in the run game. I'm telling you, by next year, people going to be loving him, man.
Would the Eagles go receiver here, Dwayne?
Whoa, that's Howie is knocking it out the park.
What do he do?
Oh my God. Oh, he's knocking it out the park, man. He took the tackle from Alabama, Steen.
Backup lane.
You know what's going to make Schoolmaker? He's going to be, guess who he's going to be, bro? He's going to be like one of those Green Bay tight ends.
He was the early in this campaign best and pick 65, and he's yet to be selected.
They've got a very Schoonmaker texted me by Raiders Patrick Derek.
Oh, good. Yes, that's good.
It says Schoon's a playmaker, blocks well, great hands, he's a big dude. There you go, big fan.
Yeah, this Yeah, I believe I got this gentleman's name right. Jeff Southwood is the coach. He's the line coach with the Eagles, and he came from the University of Alabama, so he would know a lot about Tyler
Who
Steve.
that, Q?
You're talking about the Eagles pick.
Big square.
Oh.
Yeah, there. Big square. Yeah, he's a guy that does catch.
But he has consistency. He has the strong hands. You're stopping. It's just that you're looking for the consistency. Also, powerful guy, better in the passing game.
That look good, brother.
The picture?
Back here on 105.3 The Fan and DallasCowboys.com. A couple selections into the third round of the 2023 NFL Draft. The Cowboys.
Who that? Oh, who just went? Oh, Sydney. Oh, no, they are rocking the draft.
The
bro.
Eagles?
Yes.
Where'd they get the second one?
Sidney Brown, the safety from Illinois. But
You know he's
guess,
going to get a safety.
guess what I want in the third round?
What?
Chase Brown, the running back from Illinois for the Cowboys.
Really just picked up routes. That's pretty good.
Oh, Broncos got Drew Sanders.
Good pick.
See, they had DeMarcus Ware announcing the pick, huh?
Oh,
D. Ware announced that pick for the Broncos.
yeah. Which is weird because he got Jerry doing his
Hall of Fame, right?
Oh, Dan Campbell, you sly dog, you. That is a good pick, bro.
Who you get?
I'll let you wait. I don't want to spoil it. That's a good pick. That is a good pick. Yeah, they are flying through round 3.
The kid from Alabama?
No.
Secret audio, Dwayne.
is out.
Hey, this is Jerry Jones with the Cowboys, and congratulations on your career. Congratulations on the person you are. But we're thrilled to return this call. Yeah, Cowboy.
Thank you so much, sir.
And we really think you can come in here and hit the ground running. And so we're excited about that. And again, you're a fine young man, but boy, you got a great opportunity here, man. We need you. We need you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Luke.
Thank you so much.
Listen, I want to use. Here's Coach McCarthy.
Okay. Thank you.
Really all out of control.
Congratulations. Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much. We are Michigan man crushing it here, man. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Mozzie here and his mom today, so real excited to have you here. You're an outstanding fit for us. So thank you so much. Well, hey, where are you? You with your family, I hope? I am, yes. I'm in Connecticut. Okay, awesome. Hey, congratulations. Hey, I'm going to pass you on to Brian Schottenheimer, our offensive coordinator.
Ooh, they want the shot.
Here you go, Luke. Thank you so much.
Luke, congratulations.
How's it going?
Coach Schottenheimer, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Coach?
Man, we were just hoping it would play out just like this, man. We're so excited, buddy.
I am too.
And I know
Texas came in and drafted Tank Dell.
Come in here and compete.
Yeah, but did you see who the Lions
I
were?
still ain't see it.
So excited.
How you miss it if you went to the Texas pick?
Because they're tweeting. I'm going by tweets. And they
Hendon Hooker.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yes,
perfect
Coach.
pick.
Yes, sir.
How you living?
They can sit them.
I'm doing great, Coach. I'm doing great.
All right, man. You ready to put down that coat and put on the cowboy hat? Come on down here.
I sure
Who
am.
that?
Luda.
Yes, sir. No,
Heck of a ride, man. Like I told you before, man, it's not about the start, but it's about the finish and all the things that we always
Luda said put a cowboy hat on, baby.
always.
enjoy this moment, man. You earned it, and after this moment now, we got a lot of hate to make. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, man. See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you soon, Coach.
And we're going to hear from Coach Wells in a couple moments, as he should be in here any moment now. So we'll hear from that. But one of my favorite parts of these phone calls is now starting to try and pinpoint the Michael. He's going to ask, hey, where are you? What are you doing? Just got to see what the reaction is, because I feel like it's different every single time. All right. Resetting at 68 here. We still got quite a ways. Cowboys are back on the clock. At pick number 90, Lions selection at 68. Here it is. We are 22 picks away from the Cowboys. Here's the Lions selection now.
I think he's going to have a really good time. He's going to beating out those guys. They're going to one thing I do that. Joe Chinois struck the deuce and says, "You think this pick is about pushing first?" Birds are going to be so good. I'm the last 8 picks. Jimmy Hooker just got drafted by the Lions, so he comes off the board. I mean, you know what? No, we were kind of talking with the Lions. I'm the last 8 dropped the buck with one silver shirt. And then Vicente dropped the news that says Gotham Lions have 6 picks in the top 7. That's like the Lions, but they're having a good draft so far. We get a lot on the stream, man. We're still up here. Christian Cleveland is coming back now. You know, we're putting in some good work. I'm watching live on my side. And, you know, we're going to add Will's numbers to that, too.
I like that Hendon Hooker pickup.
I do. He's a 6-year senior. He's played a ton of football. Goes back to my theory about these guys that played a lot of snaps. He's a transfer from Virginia Tech. I felt like he did a great job. You know, they got a game in South Carolina. He got hurt. That was it. That was the end of it. All year long, the offense and some seriously deep shots. Plays at a super fast pace. Tennessee ran a lot of the days in a row, and that guy was the reason for it. Just that sharp. Manipulating.
Another medical flag, Dwayne. On DeJuan Jones.
Oh, wow.
They may have to make a move for a guard because if these receivers is there, how could you not draft a receiver in the third round? Rams traded their pick to the Texans. You probably know who picked already.
And in Houston. Wide receiver. Staying in Houston.
Because you take Dale comes off the board because Houston Texans. That's fantastic right there.
You know what's crazy to me? You know what's crazy to me?
Hold up, Wayne. You can hear it?
What?
Bring in here, meets all the qualities that we want in a tight end and in a Dallas Cowboy. Smart, tough, gloves.
Luda Wells.
So can't go wrong with those guys.
Man, you look like you were dressed for the occasion too. Did you know this was coming today, or you just always dressed for the occasion?
You always got to dress and be prepared.
Have you not seen Elda? Oh, I know. Oh, trust me, I've seen the hat. I just had to bring it out.
That jacket though, man. Oh my gosh. I was tempted to bring the hat out, but I said, you know what? Nah, I don't want to do too much. You know?
I think you should have.
Coach, when we all were watching Luke, and the thing, Michigan is such a physical team with the way that they run the football week in, week out. And the thing that I always noticed about Luke was it's always at the point of attack with him. That's inline Y, it's a move, and the way, I mean, he just hammers people at the point of attack. Is that the kind of, I know it's an attitude you have as blockers, but is it technique and just that will that this kid has to be that good of a player at the point of attack?
Yeah, the starting point is the willingness, and he has that. You can't do anything if you're not willing to do it. So he has that, and then he has the unique redeeming qualities in terms of he understands leverage, he understands how to play with power, understands how to play with the proper technique, and when you put those two things together, I think he was the most complete blocking guy in the draft in terms of fundamentals. They did a heck of a job coaching there in Michigan, and testament to him and his coaching staff there in Michigan, getting him ready for this level.
Yeah. What does Luke add to the tight end room that you haven't had necessarily with a Fergie or a Hendershot or a McEwen? You've already got some good players in there, but what can Luke add that maybe some of the others don't have?
Again, I think, when you talk about putting together a room, you want to continue to
bringing the guys that have those tangibles that you want. And like you said, the guys we got in the room, we got excellent guys in Jay, and Peyton, and then Sean, and we got a young guy, selves, that do a lot of the things that we want done in the tight end room. I think Luke brings and adds that value also in the room. So then you know, like I always tell the guys, it don't matter who's playing. You know, I can close my eyes and reach back. Whoever goes in, the product has to look the same or better. So you want to continue to add those pieces, and I think Luke is one guy that helps us with that.
He's obviously such a good blocker in the running game, but I thought one of the things that was kind of undersold about him when people talked about him as a prospect is I think he does show good burst off the line of scrimmage. I think he does show good, change of direction skills and things like that. Do you think there's been, or not so much necessarily you guys are paying attention to whatever he's analyzing out there, but do you think that he's somebody who's got good potential as a route runner and somebody who can threaten down the seam?
Yeah, I think, like you said, he in the run game, he was so well in the run game, and he did have production in the passing game. I think he's a guy that has excellent route details at the top of his routes. He catches the ball well. He understands, him as a player in terms of the top of the routes, being able to separate versus man coverage against defenders using his body well. I think his smarts in terms of he understands how to play decisive in the passing game versus zone coverage. I think he has a good understanding for that. And so he's a guy that I do feel like has the ability to be productive in all three phases: in the run game as a blocker, the pass game, and the pass protection as a blocker, and then also in the passing game. And excited that we got him here with us.
So did the experience mean something to you guys? Him being a 6-year starter and being someone that played a lot of football, especially at the tight end position, that takes time to to learn angles and all that stuff. Was it important to you that he had the experience?
I'll say experience. You never get tired of getting a guy that has experience, and so that is a plus for him. He's played a lot of ball on a high level, so that I think is going to allow him to be able to get here and get into flow quickly. Again,
he's good, man.
So
he can catch. He runs good routes. He's strong in the run game.
At the end of the day, when the product.
I would probably do like a recap or something like that. We'll figure it out. But tomorrow depends on
who you earmarking for 90, Dwayne.
I think you got to either go guard or running back.
Let's get to the phone. Will you do some phone? You want to run the phone? 202. Who this? Hey, we gonna get to the phone real quick. We gonna get it. 202. What's up? Who this?
You like McClendon from Georgia, the guard? You don't like him?
I was a Juice Scruggs fan. Basically, what people got to understand now, this draft is showing you it's not about where you have people on the draft board. Teams is going for needs. So the Cowboys know if they didn't get their tight end now, they wasn't going to get a good tight end at 90. If they didn't get their D tackle at 26, they wasn't going to get a good D tackle.
Giants trade their pick, the 89th pick, and move up with the Rams to the 73rd pick.
They may go higher.
They got to get a receiver.
They may go higher.
I want to know why Galladay's still on their roster.
Yeah, I don't think he will be long. People just taking needs now, man, which is kind of smart when you think about it. Let me see something here. They could go and Vacha go crazy. They could go Andrew Voorhees at 90 if he's there. He's a guard from USC. I also like Bradford. I like him a lot. And you also still have the guard from Alabama. So there's some guards there. And you still got Luke Wepler from Ohio State that can play center or guard. He got flex. So I wouldn't mind Wepler at all. You give me Wepler,
And the Giants traded their 4th-round pick to move up in the 3rd round. That's interesting.
got to be somebody they love. What positions? Where's this doesn't make any sense.
What happened?
I'm trying to do something and it's not working. This don't make no sense. Oh, there it is. See what the Giants do. They came up for Jalen Hyatt.
Good pick.
Giants came up for Hyatt.
That makes sense because it fits what they want. Wide guys, they don't really want to do a whole bunch of detachment stuff. They want a guy that can kick inside, that can block a little bit, and give you some intermediate passes. That's what he can do. You know.
Good pick by the Giants.
But you know they're not able to do that probably with Henry as a blocking guy, although he was a better blocker than he was. With Shoemaker and Ferguson, you don't have to worry about that at all. Like that's going to be your top two guys. So do you think this was a like Schoolmaker was a consensus board that Jalen Hyatt was last time we dealt with some speed like that, you know, some people like compared him to Sean Jackson. Do you think that the Schoolmaker do you think that
was a good pickup by the Giants?
Do you think he's the top guy on their board? Like,
I mean, the Giants and the Eagles, in my opinion, is doing well.
Bill Shannon is doing good. Huh?
The Washington Commanders has kind of got me scratching my head with what they're doing.
One that happened in tight ends and it felt like Schoolmaker's not going to be there in the 3rd round. So let's just get our guy now. That's why I can't wait to hear the press. They're going to split up ass. Yeah, hey, was there somebody else on the board that you like? Did you feel like you needed to take Schoolmaker? Because make it make sense that he's higher rated than he.
Yeah, they got Daniel Jones, the speed receiver, finally.
Whatever other offensive line, I'm pretty sure was up there. Yeah. So the Giants got Jalen Hyatt and John Michael Smith, man. Two dudes that we was like liking for real. And who they get in the first round? Addison? They got Jordan Addison? No. I was
back.
Well, it's hard to keep track of everybody's picks right off the top of my head. Right before us. Right? Yeah, they got the corner back. Yeah, so they're getting their offense.
Tennessee wide receivers went back to back.
That's a good pickup for the Browns, man. That's a good pickup for the Browns, Wayne. It's what I'm amazed about the draft is how it comes in bunches.
Which one called exposed himself tonight?
Who?
Foots. He left the broadcast that he was on with them. Said he had to go away for a minute. Then he was on his Twitter asking people about Schoolmaker.
They don't know. They don't be knowing, bro. Cause you know why? I'll be honest with you, bro. It's honestly a lot of work. In order for you to know what be going on with all these college players, and you doing what we do, it takes a lot of time. Some people think they could just roll out the bed and just not just be able to do it and know these players. No. Why do you think these big networks be having guys that specialize in certain areas? Even though some of the commentators and definitely with the letter networks, they'll try to act like they know the player. No, you don't know the player. You saw a highlight package that was put together by a producer that watched the Big Ten or watches Pac-12 all year long.
Mm-hmm. Keep an eye on the name Roshan Johnson at 90. Howman said he's a big dude that's strong in the running game. He's an inline wide tight end, man. And if there's a medical on Darnell Washington, which there must be because we're in the third round now, and he ain't go, right? Nobody picked him. Yeah. Cowboys wanted a tight end, and they knew they couldn't wait to 90. If they'd have waited to 90,
I'd take a fifth on Washington if he's still there. Dwayne, would you take Josh Downs if he's still there?
I like Josh Downs a lot. I do. He's a solid receiver. When do the 49ers pick? Did they even get a pick yet?
In other news, Don Lemon signs a 3-year deal with BET. Nobody watches BET. BET likes fuckery. I hate to tell people that. Like, nobody watches it. I don't even get BET in my area.
Oh, thank goodness. When he said the Ohio State University, I got nervous because I'm going to tell you something right now. If Luke Wepler is there at 90, I'm taking him. Yo, I want one more Michigan man.
Who?
You know who?
Oh,
One thing this will tell you, man, a lot of these NFL teams now is going with Power 5 conferences, bro. Oh, Blake Freeland, too. BYU. Ooh, he just took somebody from Sacramento State.
who?
Bill Belichick. Yo, you know which we'll call it is from the University of Michigan, right?
Who?
Adam Scheffler.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why he tweeted the Dallas Wolverines. I like Byron Young. That's a good pick for the Rams. Greenberg just had to apologize on the draft.
What do you say crazy?
There's two Byron Youngs, and he was talking about this Byron Young earlier in the draft, and it wasn't this Byron Young. You know what's so sad, man? Jacob deGrom is so great, but he just can't stay healthy, man.
Unforgettable travel experiences.
That's why I probably have to live in that intermediate to underwear to right now level. That's the little. Look at his base right there. This is good base. This is where he's. Hey, that's teaching tape right there, Scott. As a blocker. This is where he's gonna live, man. That's where he's gonna help you and me. I think he's gonna help you right now as a blocker, and now it's better. You know what? And my whole side over here didn't see none of that. Run it back and let it go.
He came. I told you, he came back with film.
Who?
Foots.
Hey man, this was all on the fly, man. Y'all just gotta understand. You gotta understand. I got caught up in watching it. I forgot to bring it back over.
The Packers took another tight end.
The Packers and Musgrave, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. They doubled down. What? So they want to be the tight end. Man, Tucker Craft's such a big dude.
That's why. See, he.
Man, look, you know we made fun of it last year with Jake Ferguson, but he literally is the type that they love. If you're 6'5", you're about 240, 245, 250, you white. They love you at tight end. They don't love you at tight end. All right, so I got it going on my channel. So I'll let it play a little bit here for those on my side who didn't get a chance to see what we're talking about. So schoolmate. So again, go ahead. Be clear. We like schoolmates. Yeah. The value is iffy. But if you look at the tight ends coming off the board, though, right? Let me take a look at it. If you really like Schoonmaker, right? Then Brent Strange came off the board, Tucker Craft came off the board. Basically everybody but Darnell Washington. So maybe that need thing is a real life thing.
Josh down to the Colts.
Good pick.
If that's the case,
Good pick. Great pick.
We gotta get our young running back.
Yeah.
So he's 25 too. I didn't realize that. Hey, that means he's seasoned. that means so after this,
you might have already had some of the peanut butter.
After this, man, the coach get a touchdown. Do we? In all seriousness, though, does that lower his ceiling? Is he? I mean, he's a high floor guy already, but is he closer to being who he's going to be?
I think he is, and that's where I think you may have the advantage of the older tight end, because tight ends normally year one aren't the best, fresh out the box guys. But hey, if he has some nuance at tight end already, he should be good to go. Listen, fellas, we're at Pittsburgh's pick at 80. Cowboys are 10 picks.
We 10 picks away, bro.
Interesting statement. I'm gonna just read from the Phoenix Suns owner. I really think this is interesting. According to the Phoenix Suns owner, Matt Ishbia, Suns games will no longer be on cable and plans to make it free to watch over the air and local channels, direct to customer and streaming services. We're not focusing on money. We're focusing on winning, success, and taking care of our fans, taking care of the community. That could be the beginning of something big.
Yeah.
When you don't want that cable money, which generates a lot of money for these teams, that's a big thing. That's the only reason why I brought it up during the football show.
No, that's fine.
I don't hate the pick, bro. Just there's some other things we could attach in. But hey, Ross, look, we still got the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And you know one thing about Ross and the voice over here, bro, is we don't duck and dodge nothing. So we're gonna be there for it all. We rely on you to fill us in, and we pick Martin Orton. And everybody like this guy. Fly off his field, hit him up, like him, Ross, turn him up. He's almost at 80K. Get the voice out there, bro. You know what it is, Ross. Love.
Appreciate it, short dog.
Hey, that's love, short dog.
Always show love, man.
Hey, my man, he in and out like a robber.
That's why I just brought him on in. Short dog know how to do it and get ready to go. Okay, so the Cowboys on pick. They're on 9 more picks here. Panthers pick is in.
They traded the Panthers traded him, by the way.
Panthers traded. That's it. We got to be guard, or is it anybody else on the board that's just glaring? DeJuan Jones probably going to fall if they do he's an injury guy. Same with Darnell, right? Probably if they do he's an injury guy. Your Northwestern pass rusher is there. Out of Barber. He's around. He's kind of floating around. Kobe Turner's another tackle I like from Wake Forest, but I don't think we're going to tackle. Just speaking for everybody. Is running back an option right now?
I was about to say running back.
Yeah.
Kendrick Miller came off the board.
That's one going. I would go Tyler.
I take some Fowler. I don't think you're wiped out.
You're not wiped out, but I'll say this. If I have Tajay higher than Fowler, but it's the need now.
They're going to take Simpson or Henry Washington.
Which I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at Trent Simpson. We're talking into that now. That makes this school make a pick for a lot better.
Not for me.
Not for me. Because guard and receivers keep getting more difficult.
Look, I'm past the school next to her.
Then you go Voorhees, Scott.
I'm just trying to get my back.
So
you go Voorhees, Scott.
I go Zavalo. Yeah. So Puss, I asked you this, right?
Interesting, Wayne.
Do you think the Cowboys
Coming down to the wire, Darnell's still hanging around there.
Mm-hmm. They said he got a medical. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. Say he got a medical.
He'll be one of them late six and probably signed after the draft, huh?
LSU is not a good player. He'll just let me down. Voorhees would have to be a red shirt guy. Everybody else is day 3 dude. Jalen Duncan is the tackle that could go today. But do we have to go O-line here or
Hey. Can the Cowboys go with my sleeper? Put his ass right at left guard.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, you heard what I said?
Yeah, your boy from Maryland.
This round or this draft?
It's none but many on the board.
Panthers got the linebacker from Oregon.
Michael Williams, Casey Surge, Tyler Keyshawn Butte is off the board. Trey Palmer, Parker Washington. I think he's right. Charlie Jones is the guy.
That's my guy. I don't think Dallas drafting
if I had to think outside the box, I think Dallas might have guards on day 3 they feel good about. Right? Remember, here's the thing about this process. We have guys we like. We have guys we believe in, yada, yada, yada. But the team may have a guy higher. Schoolmaker, for instance, may have a guy much higher or they feel much better about that they believe will be there. The Schoolmaker pick definitely gives me vibes of, yeah, us 3 would like to get a guard here, but maybe they say, shoot, Bradford will be there tomorrow. Mafia will be there tomorrow. Curtis, whoever else. And then go BPA here in round 3 and BPA to be a position that we're not at all.
Well, see, that's where I think now I won't say we overthinking, but I don't want to keep. We need a starter. We need to get a guy. We need somebody to start a guard.
But that was my point. What I was saying is maybe they believe that guy is there tomorrow. If I'm thinking outside the box, right? We want the guard right now. But maybe they say, man, there's about 4 or 5 of those dudes we can get tomorrow that come in here and play. If Dallas is thinking that, they could just take the linebacker. They could take the running back here. And I just got this kind of the Schoolmaker pick is making me get that vibe, is what I'm saying. That they'll pass like Watson, they'll pass on the lineman.
I get what you're saying.
Because honestly, Mafia is
First time since 1967 the Packers drafted 2 tight ends in the first 2 rounds.
And they're going to start.
You know what you're telling me, right? Jordan Love, your number one job is to hand that football off.
Game manager.
Speed, you know, you technically speed the game up, play solid defense. A lot of time, like Wayne, that's the thing that kills me. You know, everybody says 7-on-7 and it's changing. I don't think it's changing. I think football is always going to be football. Run football and play good defense, because at the end of the day, when that cold weather comes, what happened?
1 second.
That's the one.
I put Wepler in the chat, and they saying they view him more as a center than a guard. I don't agree. He could play both.
No, he said, how do I have Schoolmaker out and Drew? That's what we was asking. I don't.
I just heard on one night. Here's the deal, right? Scott, I'm gonna make you that as conversation. I don't know if you're gonna get a 4th round guard that's ready to go, and I can't think for 1 second that they think that.
Well, Mafia the last one. Mafia the bottom.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. If you like Zavala, you better draft him.
I don't think they realize, man. Like sometimes, a lot of good guards come from being tackles or centers.
Howard, I think he's a good movement guy. I think he's a good pass blocker. I think he's a really good reach blocker. There's a handful of guys in the draft as guards are really good reach blockers. He's the poor man, not Zavala, but Avila. He's the poor man's Avila. I hope that ain't racist because they're similar, whatever. But he's the poor man. But he doesn't have that anchor, that pure base, that pure power that I like in my guard. He's strong enough. I think he's strong enough, but I don't think he's not consistently big and people out there. But is he a guy that can start for you? I think he's a guy that can start for you. He would be a Conor McGovern type guy. But a Conor McGovern type guy would be better than a Chuma Adoga type character right now. So
There's only 2 starters left over for me. That's my offensive line.
Now, when you look at other positions, and you see a Deion Henry, you see a.
That's what I'm saying. Simpson was brought in. Henry, linebacker. We talk about dark
Come on, make the pick, McCourty. You're talking too much.
I want to go on record that if they would have drafted Tyler School,
running backs.
Why is he talking so much?
The cornerbacks left over. No safety besides cornerback. So Clark Phillips, Keely Ringo is about to be Hodges Tomlinson from TCU.
Oh, that's a nice pick.
Darius Rush from South Carolina.
Foot's gonna have a heart attack.
Spears, right?
Trice might play. That's a dark horse candidate. If they're out on a Boss Man Fat, they're out on Nation, which those 2 dudes got benched, right?
rightfully so.
Corey Trice got the
He was flagged early because of his knee.
I'm on it, man.
Okay, so if we get another running back, that could be.
Oh man,
maybe they'll.
That was my guy, man.
I'm not sure. There's so many running backs I like. Oh my gosh.
Tampa Bay, Seattle got their guy. I can see Miami getting the running back.
Hopefully nobody screenshots my book right now.
Somebody did a showmaker joint, and we just listened to it.
I know.
We didn't listen.
I don't like how they did. It was the shock of the damn pick.
That's not right, Scott.
You have who you want.
Listen, yeah, look.
Can we all come to agreement that the volume is still good?
I would rather market it for that. That's sure. Either one of those. But hey, this thing, you know,
yo, am I on an island here? I ain't that gung ho about Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby has horrible vision. He loves running away from dudes that's blocking for him. He loves running.
I like Zach Evans more than I like Tank. Yeah. Wayne McBride, Rashawn. I like Rashawn.
Whoa, the Buccaneers picking dude from Louisville?
I like it.
You can talk me in the A-Chain too, right?
You want one of these? You want a little thing? You want somebody to replace?
I want you, bro.
You want you? I ain't mad at that, bro. I'm not even mad.
Not even a face guy, but just like.
Yeah, I mean, Diaby wasn't another guy.
Yo, I'm telling you, if Trent Simpkins is dead, he's a value pick. Linebacker, he's a value pick. Because you could have drafted him at 58 and nobody would have said anything.
No,
I'm not listening now. You want to see me catch your attitude? I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. And I'm not. We're gonna break it down.
Seattle just made a trade with the Broncos.
You know what? If you get Simpson, that feels great to me.
All right, so let's fight for it. I like Henry better.
Broncos got 5 picks remaining.
Henley is still good from Washington State, too.
Because, like, I don't know that I can trust him to play pure linebacker.
I think linebackers in the cards, though, at some point. Like, you have to. Like, Van Der Esch only on the Andrew Grid, maybe 2 or 3 2. Like, 2 and a done guarantee. Yeah,
I like the way it's shaping out, man.
I'm not saying he drew or anything like that, but
Getting quality. A lot of linebackers is going this round, man.
it's key. You know what I'm saying? Keep it. The Simpsons. Well, both of them.
Listen, if you get Henley or Simpson at 90, that's.
What about the Texas running back? The other one.
Rochelle Johnson is good. I like Chase Brown better. Chase Brown can catch the ball out the backfield.
This is a boy from Illinois you showed me.
Yeah, man. I love him.
I'm going to say the reason why I was so high on Spears is because I
Yes, I'm just well, wait, Tony? Oh, Spirit.
When he comes in because
A-Chain can do that for you.
yeah.
On gear. So Foots wants
We could get my other sleeper, bro. Overshawn.
I'm the other way. I want to compliment him. That's why I'm like Roshan. That's why I'm like Dwayne.
You need to grab Zach Evans guy.
Well, I'm gonna make Zach Evans, McBride the same tier to me. I think they could be, really good, but I like Dwayne McBride the second level more than I like Zach Evans. Neither of them are pass catching dudes, but Tony, right? I think the league could probably do some things here too. His boy McIntyre, but I think he can go way later. McIntyre's going to if you want a linear runner, Israel Apakanda can be that guy.
I like it.
Yeah,
But I don't like him.
He's linear. He ain't going to do too much for you. He's linear, making a whole bunch of dudes miss. Boy, he's going to get there fast.
Daniel Pierce, guys, last year. Third round, guys. Who's this year?
Roshan Johnson or something? I'm about to say Roshan might be the one. Some people might say Tank, but Damian Pierce, I don't think there is a Damian Pierce physicality.
Getting closer.
McBride run like that. McBride big. He actually.
Zach Evans run like that.
Y'all want to narrow this thing down to a position for the Cowboys? Just tell me yes or no. And yes can be a possible, right? So DB. No. D line? No. Running back? Yeah. Linebacker? Yeah. O line? Yeah. Hell yeah. Receiver?
I'm not on these receivers.
Tyler Scott, A.T. Perry, Trey Palmer, Charlie Jones, and some big but no. Okay. So what we entitled to going to? So what we're left with is O-line, linebacker.
Gotta go O-line, linebacker, or running back.
Another running backs left over. A-Chain,
Broncos picked a guy from Iowa.
Chase Brown. Sometimes people say Deuce Vaughn might be.
Riley Mock.
No, I like Riley Moss. He's a player.
What are guys talking about?
Really good point. I actually want to shout him out, Derek Rodriguez. Bosh, I think it goes to. I think Bosh, you make it. I believe he would have been gone by now. And I believe that was where they wanted to. That was the position that they felt like they had to have. So some of that wasn't fluff. It was outright. So they not outright, but he's basically saying that Schoonmaker would have been gone by now, and that they had to grab him around early. So I think you guys
conversation you got to talk to him about the tight look. Plus, the propaganda, all that was about tight end one. It wasn't about tight end period. I think we try to make that a point that we figured they'd go tight end. Yeah. But round one, you believe was bullshit. I didn't believe that.
Ooh.
They wanted to get
It's a nice pick by the Dolphins. Foot's gonna go crazy again. They said the Dolphins is the fastest team of all time. This is crazy, bro. I know we ain't doing a lot of talking, y'all. We ain't got nobody really watching, so we just chilling. But it's coming up on the Cowboys pick. They picked 90. We're now at 85. For me, I'm gonna show y'all something. You ready?
What about that?
I like them a lot, and I think you can slide them inside. But I got a Michigan shirt on underneath my Cowboy jersey, so maybe I knew something.
Chargers picking fast now, bro. All right, war room action.
We do. But also, Aisha pointed something out a few weeks ago when we talked about Mafia. I think there's an injury thingy with him. I think there's a little injury nervousness. We all got. We was like, I'm looking at Bob's body language like, my mom was like,
Henley off the board. Damn.
Running back, or maybe linebackers back. So I think it's because we got a little bit thrown in round 2, right? Because we're supposed to be sitting there like, all right, we got taken care of. We see whatever tight ends there. Tucker Craft looks like he's still about to be here. Whatever receiver they want, whatever running back they want.
Yeah, Craft gone. Craft gone. Okay. The tight ends left right now are Darnell Washington, Davis Allen, Zach Coach, Payne Durham, right? So, and y'all's got wide. Man, we could have walked out this thing.
I think DeJuan Jones is coming for it.
DeJuan Jones has a knee issue. That's what Andrew's situation. Him and Darnell both have it. All right. So what we gonna do? Running back, so linebacker.
The deal line for me, man, Javai is the number 1 guard on the board, unless I get Mafia. If you are higher on Mafia, but he's there. Like his plug and play guard is still there, and if you do that, the initial sting of screen off in round 2, I think fizzles away a little bit. I'm gonna tell myself we got the guard. We got some money.
All right, but we'll see. Hey, so the only man, I don't think I have a straight up upset pick, but if it's like Anthony Graff from LSU, me and Will should do some work on that.
I'll be cool.
Yeah, if it's Anthony Graff,
That clip you sent me, you know, when they was talking about him, what was they looking at? What did they see in him? He said, "Oh man, he handled Jalen Carter, fucked him."
I watched that film. He got a lot of me, but
now when he was at the second level in that game, he was doing some solid things. But at the line of scrimmage against Jalen Carter, stop lying.
Let me run to the phone. Brandon from playing football on the phone. What's up, Brandon? Let's go with you, man.
It's interesting here. They still in the war room. You know, Mike is talking to Jerry.
So this is like a late second day situation, even though DeJuan has a legend knee situation. Would you still take a chance on him, or is that still too high for your faith? If he's falling like this, then it must be a bad situation. You already know DeJuan Jones, my guy. You know what I mean? DeJuan's my dude. But
Voorhees can't. They can't go Voorhees. He tore his ACL at the combine.
No.
So we just talked off the air. We just texted off the air about Dion Hayes and his family thing. I think that LA is probably the worst place for him to go. You feel me? Okay, so yeah, so Brandon, if you want to go ahead and tell the people what me and you talked about, you can go ahead and run that. I'm not gonna be the one to break that news, but I'll let you go ahead and run that. So Dion Hayes
Oh wow!
What the Ravens get?
No, they talking about Henley, and that his father is an original Roller 66, and some teams were worried about that.
Oh, that's Big U son. That's Big U son.
And now he going to the Chargers.
Oh, that's Big U son. Big U. You know what's funny? I seen it on Instagram. Big U was talking about Eugene Henley. That's Big U's son. And I didn't even think about it. He got like 3 sons that play football. Big U's, you know, he's who he is.
All right, there's a name that's being thrown around a lot.
I don't think that's going to be a huge deal, man.
Chandler Zavala,
this far,
a guard.
Having those kind of issues under his
now,
who is he?
Owing is putting him out there. He's a guard from NC State.
What's my man that played basketball? Like a John Morant situation. As long as it's like that. It could be a John Morant situation. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know what you.
All right, Trent Simpson just left, so they ain't linebacker.
Ravens got Trent Simpson. When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, they do draft. Hey, real quick, I want to shout out to people. So, Frankie Ravens.
Go ahead, Flip.
Yeah, the Ravens just make good picks, guys. That's what they do.
There it is. Just sit there and make it.
And then when they draft, we just like, oh, okay, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? So I want to shout out my homie Swag, one of my head coaching, somebody who I learned under. He's watching the show. He said, "Man, Fresh, you look pissed right now." And then one of my best friends, Christian, he actually sent a screenshot to my phone and said,
"Bro, they killing us on Twitter, dog."
Hey, Sky.
Yeah, that's Big U's son. I didn't. You know, the whole time he kept saying his last name. I never put one and one together. But when you said who his father was, I didn't think about it. I said, that's Big U's son. Yeah, Big U does a lot with, since he came home from doing all that time, do a lot with the football out there.
Is our thing, where new adventures pop up everywhere.
They said that's why he was slipping.
Like, I ain't.
NFL, man, they put them state police on them investigators and all that stuff. They start looking at your past, your uncle's past, your cousin that you don't even know's past.
Because he been dropping a lot of he drops a lot of Mel Kiper old videos, old tapes, and just breaking down to the player. When Mel is breaking down the player, it's actually really good shit. But when he starts to try to predict, hey, he's going to be the next this and that, then he's going to get in trouble. But
49ers finally picking.
All right, Brad, football. You have anything else before we
that's my dog.
Before we get out of here and be ready for this Cowboys pick in 3 picks?
I don't think that the Schumacher pick really hurt me as much as losing Spears off the board because
the kid from Trenton got drafted. He from Trenton, New Jersey.
They lost Ward.
Nah, he's a good kid. Just straight. He from Trenton.
Like you said earlier,
They lost so much. They lost people in the secondary. 49ers don't focus on their secondary. 49ers focus on their front seven. And they play that shell coverage. We know. We can scout them. We basically been watching them for the last 3 years.
Brad Frank football. We're about to prep up. A couple picks away. Let's get this pick in, man. Appreciate it, brother. Volume actually, this is crazy. Volume actually took the video and got our.
Oh no! Thanks, Volume.
Thanks. That is good.
No, we was stuck. Ooh.
Wait, we're not looking at my face.
Oh, we was stuck. What's blinking?
Wow, we weren't froze. Wow.
Oh, kill!
He said that's the replacement for Jimmy Ward right there.
Y'all ain't right. Hey, bro, Lee, remove that video.
No, we was just stuck. That's crazy.
Dog, we done, y'all. We done.
So a couple of years ago when we lost to the Niners, bro, they got Law. They put Law in the compilation of Cowboy fans' reactions, man.
The BYU tackle's still around, brother.
Yeah, but I think if they go online, it's going to be the guard from NC State. And he's tough as nails. He'll come in and compete.
Because I'm trying to get interviews from these guys. Hey, you're those guys that that ain't bad.
We gonna have words, man.
Yeah, bro, we gotta talk, man. All right, y'all.
Don't worry about it.
Can we get a prediction? What the business is?
The linebackers, unless they want Overshown. That seems stupid.
Yeah, Overshown's probably gonna be a 2.
Bigsby.
Unfortunately, they can't take Darnell Washington.
Got the running back out of Auburn.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the Cowboys.
For me, this is valid. I mean, I don't know if they're interested in them lineman, running back, kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, lineman, running back, value-wise. Tank Bigsby goes off the board to Jacksonville. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. Maybe they might go running back.
So the run on backs, is it happening right now? Like, is this forcing the Cowboys to? Man, come on, man. I think it's got to be running back or O-line though, right? So got to be running back to O-line, right? Let's see. Boy, they showing all the good Bigsby runs, boy, because in real life Bigsby like to run it back his people.
I think Roshan Johnson might be in play here, Box.
Right here?
Yeah, I'm thinking running back, man.
Yeah, at 3 in the third round.
Because of essentially because of the run that's happening right now.
If we go running back right here, then Tyler Smith plays guard for you this year.
Who's your tackle?
I mean, we don't know.
I mean, the way they be talking about, and we said this is a flaw, but the way they talk about Tyron is like, all right, we'll just bank on Tyron getting back earlier.
Let me cover up this chat box. Cover up your chat boxes, y'all, because you already know we are getting closer, right? No,
and fist pumping.
I do like Brady Daniels, but I don't like him here.
I do not. You have Brady Daniels. You have Brady Daniels at home.
Bro, I would draft DeJuan Jones and build him a new knee. That's me.
Man, we got the best doctors in the league. Man. Give me DeJuan Jones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would draft DeJuan Jones.
What with that?
DeJuan Jones?
Put him at left tackle. And I don't say that much. You never hear me say put anybody left tackle. I want to keep Tyler Smith out there, but what I saw, he played some left tackle at the Senior Bowl.
See, if Terrence Steele was a good left tackle, this would be an easy conversation. If Terrence Steele was a good
I don't see him like that.
Well, me neither.
If he having injury issues right now at 6'8", 400 pounds.
He's not 400, Will.
Bro, he's 380.
That ain't 400.
I am rounding up.
This is crazy.
I said, stop playing my dog.
This shit is crazy.
All right, the Rams is in,
Jalen Duncan do anything.
which means we're next.
Jalen Duncan, man.
He was early on, like in that range.
We kind of fell down a little bit. I like Jalen Duncan. Jalen Duncan has fantastic feet, great moves.
They talking about Jalen Duncan now.
As a run guy, he's a fine run guy. You know, he's not a bad run guy.
Somebody called the Cowboys about a trade. Steven hung up the phone and shook his head.
But shout out to everybody.
And now Will McClay made the call.
Rocking with
Made the phone to Jerry.
at the end of the draft, y'all. Like that's dope.
I'm not gonna be into the end.
They're happy.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us.
War Room's happy.
Salute. I ain't gonna be here today.
I appreciate y'all rocking.
They happy in that room, bro.
They happy?
Draft, but
Yeah.
the third round is where we gonna be at.
Yo,
I'm not gonna.
Bones is going crazy in the room.
Who?
Bones.
Special teamer then.
I'm leaving.
If it's Bradford,
Is it Jake Moody?
I can talk
They all clapping. Vaughn. Vaughn's father's in there.
Maybe Vaughn. It may be Deuce Vaughn.
I'd have to revisit it, but watch 7 other games.
McCarthy gave the phone to Dan Quinn.
Damn game that gets me excited because I watched.
He's a defensive player.
So I can honestly say I can say this though, Scott. That's the beauty of it.
Maybe that defensive end from Northwestern.
Like we real live just sat on this live stream and made so many connections.
But I can.
But I watched Alabama and Georgia. NFL teams was not good.
Who's that? Brad? Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
Like if
Georgia probably is better.
They're huddled up now in a circle happy. It's DQ, Jerry Jr., Steven, Jerry, the grandsons that's always there.
Probably the defensive end, bro.
I don't have a educated thought on it, so I can't really do that.
No, that's fair, Scott. And we're getting into that range where
Gotta be Roshan Johnson, right?
Not if DQ talking.
If the Cowboys draft Bradford, I'm literally cutting off the strings in the league.
Y'all gotta spend all weekend trying to find more films, and
I got food in the microwave too, boy. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Shorter than cook, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
The Rams pick Kobe Turner. I love Kobe Turner. D-tackle from Wake Forest, man. Great, man.
I keep getting him in the other bowl mixed up.
I think they took the African dude
Carl Brooks been a fourth round
from Northwestern, bro.
Strange.
Well, Bob, we said that. Hold on, Bob. We said that.
He's still available. Those Brooks are still around. Yes, go ahead. Northwestern.
Oh, they saying DQ on the phone. Let me turn the.
DQ is on the phone. So what if it's Ade? By the time I feel good about him in the third round in the first, but that's two D linemen.
Yeah, that's crazy. But him and Mozzie, you
Who's that? Who's that?
Out of bar. But I'm just throwing that in.
They say DQ on and DQ on.
Hey, y'all want me to turn it up? I'm gonna turn it up.
Oh, you don't have to turn it.
Here we go.
Here is Drew Pearson back to the stage in Kansas City.
Yeah, DQ right there.
Drew, come on.
DB.
Y'all don't know, I used to be a Kansas City Chief fan growing up back in the day. Until
I would go Ringo.
become a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah, baby.
I would go Ringo.
So, as an undrafted free agent, on behalf of my Hall of Fame teammate Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, with the 90th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
Overshawn.
Cowboys select Davarion Overshawn.
What did I tell you? Put his picture up.
First shown close enough.
He's
Drew
cursed.
Pearson is your newest Dallas Cowboy.
He's cursed.
Make his way to the Dallas Cowboys, and we saw John Fossil being.
You said it.
Because he brings some special teams ability, but in the third round, that's where I had him. You guys have him that high. I think this is a pick that fits value wise. Why don't I didn't have him this high just because he's
DQ on the
You
road.
know I wanted him.
You said it. You said he's cursed. He blitzes from the linebacker's position.
You just see him running all over the place. You see him being long, you see him being tall. You see him making plays all over the place. The only Cowboys like these long football players, right? I think he's a ceiling guy. Super raw dude right now. He's gonna fly all over the place. You can develop him into a cover guy, into a run down guy. Listen type guy. The problem with Overshawn is that he has no clue what he's doing at linebacker right now. If any kind of window dressing, he's gonna go and tackle.
I'm happy.
His best plays for me was rushing. Like, I wonder if he gives you a little bit of edge rushing.
I'm happy. Told you I wanted him. You ain't got that picture of him?
See, Dwayne. You put 10, 15 pounds on him, you could put him at the edge. You could get freaky. They talking about it. You can get freaky with him, yo.
He's Agent Zero, bro.
General is the word I've been using over the last. I don't think he's great that guy. I think
It fits the mold, man. Power 5 conference, man. That's all these guys do, man.
He flies all over the field, Q.
What they gonna do at guard, Dwayne? And what I said, the fallback is always Tyler Smith. It's always the
That's
fallback.
what it's gonna be.
It's the fallback, because guess what? If Tyron get hurt, well, let's go. See, they think they're playing people, but they're telling you what they're doing. When they start talking about we're gonna have the two Tylers playing, that does not mean Tyler Smith is gonna play tackle. He's gonna play guard.
I had Dorian and him tag. I had Dorian and him tag touching, right? But I say this: his ceiling. All right, and I'm gonna give you guys one that'll make you guys think, right? Who just got paid in this offseason. His ceiling to me is Tremaine Edmonds. That's the.
I love his athleticism, bro.
He is, but the length and the arm length, and it shows us like 6'5".
This is more so alluding to the long missile guy, the long, like okay, it's kind of like how when we watch Don.
Guess what, Q? Another 30 visit.
Some of that that guy. So he's really a will linebacker. To me, talk shit. To me, he's a will linebacker that just got to see it better. If he, as long as he's kind of like a run free guy, then cool. I think he can, in theory,
That's all they draft, man. And we got to come to the conclusion that if you want to know who the Cowboys drafted, just look at the 30 visit.
Yeah.
Like,
And they love DQ.
Oh, yeah.
29 is pretty light in the butt for compared to before. That's why I said.
But you know what?
More though.
His length.
He on that run, bro.
Their defense, like as soon as Sarkisian got there, they switched their defense. He's more like an edge guy, but has some of that ability. Then they switched it again last year. So I think the point is like that's when I say that, I'm just saying that's the player that you're getting. Rangy, can cover tight ends. Yeah, his place, and he can run. He can run.
Yeah. Hey man, fair enough.
That makes me feel a little bit better because I think they'll have a plan.
What this means to me is that Tyler Smith playing guard for you next year.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. At this moment right now, I'm a bit disappointed we didn't come out of day 2 with the line. Yeah. That's my initial reaction right now. I always talk about what are your initial emotions, then remove your emotions and think about how does this pick make sense. Hey guys, look, I said linebacker. You needed to add to that room because the room is in question. So they took care of that. They got the defensive tackle in round 1. Day 3, they got some work to do.
Cool.
Can I say this though? Can I say this?
What?
I think that your defense is now super locked down.
Once they got Motley.
That's something. I like him. Remember, I did him as one of our sleepers. I like him a lot, bro. We at the end of the drive, ain't we? For today. What happened to Kaylee Ringo? Why is he falling?
Up and go get him, and then you have 2 Michigan guys and 2 Texas guys. There's plenty of running backs.
I just tweeted this out because we probably talked about the 4-4. There's probably not that many people over South that year draft. They're probably also better than have shown this to get out of players, and you couple what this coaching staff has done with players to bring them together. And you take his great result plus a coach which I think is correct. Then I think that's the other 3. That's going to be the top
By the way, the pick after the Cowboys, the Bills took Dorian Williams, the highest rated linebacker on my board, remaining from Tulane. And then the Chiefs are on the clock right now with Roger Goodell and company. We don't remember if he's already announced it. Well, they could have put it up. Here's the Chiefs selection.
Morris. Wandy Morris.
It's a big tackle. Not the one Ye Morris of Boys to Men.
It made things harder, but I saw him at the combine, and I was really interested in how he would perform. And I think he had the hamstring type thing, so some injury concerns with him. What do you got to say, Zach?
No, I want you to finish, and then I'll let you know how I feel.
I don't know. I just don't.
Don't be rude.
I don't see the consistency firing off the ball.
I agree.
With the hand fighting, it's not there for me. The punches are strong enough consistently.
Yo,
Are okay, which is why
your boy just jumped on the pit.
got injured because I think he's maybe the best player that he has.
Who?
One thing is that things make me nervous moving forward.
Just sent it to you. You see it?
His alma mater.
So, he's a guy that is good in the running game. I don't think he's as good in the passing game. But I will say this: the Chiefs have picked on some mid-round.
I can't take this guy. I gotta block him right now. I just don't like him, man. He is so negative. I'm not even following him, but because I follow the Cowboys, all his stuff come up on my feed. I just had to block him, man.
Cowboy boss?
Huh? No, this guy, he's a Cowboy person. Joey Eichels.
Joe Eccles.
I can't take him. He's super negative all the time, man.
Back here on 105.3 The Fan and DallasCowboys.com, 2023 NFL Draft coverage where the Dallas Cowboys just a couple moments ago took DeMarvion Overshown, the linebacker from Texas, pick number 90. We'll hear from the newest Dallas Cowboys just a couple moments.
You want to lock it down till tomorrow?
We could.
All right.
Great show, you guys. Glad you could join us. I know me and Dwayne, we didn't do a lot of talking this show. However, following the draft, it's got to stay fluid. So appreciate anybody that watched the rebroadcast or watched the show. Till next time, we'll have something for you. We'll probably do a wrap-up show Sunday morning and give you our grades of the whole draft. With that, stay safe.